Well, it's that time of year when all your fat little garden orb spiders are out. Look at this girl. Look how big she is. Hiding down there. They're really, really pretty. They're out, these are all the females. So they're out at this time of year catching all those bugs. They're really good for eating wasps. So I'm happy to have them in my garden, munching away on all those insects. Hello, welcome to Brimwood Farm, and it's that time of year, it's November already, and it never really gets dry now, but luckily we haven't had a frost yet, so actually the dahlias are still out. They haven't been frosted off, which is quite nice, so we get a bit of more colour from them, and you can see these new buds are still coming on really, really well. The willow seedlings that we potted up a while ago, not seedlings, cuttings that we potted up, are doing really, really well as well. And then all the plants that I've started to collect from the garden and pot up ready for the move are also thriving, especially the geums and the brunnera, which had almost died, but you can see now it's got all this fantastic growth on it, so it's done really well. The one thing you will notice, however, is that the banana has gone, because it is now too tender to have that out. So the banana and the tree fern are now inside. And actually you might be able to see them over my shoulder. If we walk down the garden, I just want to show you the veg patch. So here is our veg patch, and it's still fairly productive. We haven't had any frost, so we've still got lettuces. We've still got the spinach in, we've got lettuces over there, we've got some radish leaves, some chicory here. I've had to put this over the top of just where I planted the brassicas, just so that the kale, I mean they're a bit squashed, but just so that these kale can get their roots established, because we've had a cat coming along and digging them up. And then again, as you can see from before, the chicory is starting to get even more of this mottled colour. And we have some nice radishes over here as well, and I actually picked a few earlier, which is why we've got this empty bit of a bed. But maybe I've picked all the best ones, because actually now I'm looking and I wanted to show you. That's blimmin' typical, isn't it? They don't seem to be any bulbous roots. But the ones I just picked from here were really nice, but you can see from here, let's pull this up, it's not really created a lovely thick root that we wanted. So it's bizarre that they all worked down here and they didn't work up there. And really kind of, it's the hours of daylight are so short now that they won't do a vast amount of growing. But as long as we don't get a frost, all of these lettuces will be fine. I can continue to pick them. But the really exciting thing that I wanted to talk to you about today was trees, because I've done my order of trees from the Woodland Trust, and the first batch has arrived. So just to prove that I did actually have some radishes, here are a couple really nice size, and sometimes I find they go woody, but I've eaten a few already, and actually they're really succulent. So I've kind of won on the first half of that bed, and then lost on the second half of that bed. I just can't get the consistency with radishes, so it's something I really need to persevere at. So yes, I did actually get some good radishes. But let's take a look at these trees. So they arrived in this box yesterday. I have taken off the outer wrappings and just had a sneaky peek, but I wanted to undo the actual box when you guys are here. It says in this corner, live plants upon open immediately upon receipt. And especially if you're having plants shipped in the post, yes, open them quickly. And if they are outside plants, get them out of the box. So with trees, don't keep them in the house, because you're going to suddenly sort of waken them up at this time of year when they've started to go to sleep. So this is from the Woodland Trust. There should be just over 200 trees in here. They were £105 per pack, so just over £200. And here they are. So they are bundled in packs of, well, this is bundled in a pack of 30. So here we've got 30 downy birch. You can see they're relatively small. So obviously the more you pay, the bigger trees you're going to get. I'm quite happy that they are small like this, because it means that when we put them up at the farm, the plant protectors that I need to get aren't going to be as big, which means they are not going to be as expensive, because some, you know, it cost me just over £200 for these trees, but then the plant protectors actually come in more than that. The plant protectors are probably coming in about £300. So just for the first 200 trees, we're looking at £500. So it's an investment that you need to make. But I'm happy with that. So these are downy birch. So I've got 2 packs. One is a working woodland pack, filled with trees that once they've grown, you can coppice and cut, use for woodworking, use for fuel. And then the other is a colour for all seasons pack. So here we have 15 goat willow, and you can see they've got this beautiful red stems. So again, they've got some colour on them for later in the year. And it looks like down here, this is some dogwood. So yeah, we've got dogwood here, we've got 15 dogwoods. So again, this is kind of their colour leaf throughout the year, and then it's going to go to this rusty red. And on the trees it's going to look magnificent, but then also in the autumn when all of these fall onto the floor, you can see the array of colours in here already. It's going to look really, really pretty. Added with that some willow, some oak. What's this? This is hazel. Oh, there's so many trees. It's very exciting. I just want to look at all these trees. Is this hawthorn? Yes, we've got some hawthorn. 15. Oh, yeah, 15 hawthorn here. Again, lovely looking things. And down here, I've spotted some holly. Lovely holly plants. 15 holly. So I'll go through and just make sure that we've got all of the trees here. It does say they can arrive in different packs, and then we'll sort them out. I am so excited to have these. These are life. These produce our oxygen. So it's really amazing for me to have some land that I can actually plant a new woodland on and do my little contribution towards climate change and doing something environmentally friendly. And as I've said before, if you don't have anywhere to plant trees, please get in contact with me if you want to get some trees for Brimwood Farm, or you've got trees in your garden that you're going to have to dig up because they're too big. Get in touch, because you can send them to me if you're in the UK, and I will plant them up at the farm. Now is a seriously good time to plant trees. You can plant trees at any time of year, but in the sort of late fall, early winter months is ideal, because these are losing their leaves, so they are going dormant. They're going to sit there all winter not growing, which means you can disturb their roots. You can pop them into the soil. The winter weather, the rain, the mud is going to help all of that soil settle around the roots to eradicate any air holes. And then as soon as the warmth of spring starts, they're already situated, they're already in the ground, the roots are happily planted, they will start to grow, and they will start to flourish, and they will need a lot less care, attention and watering through the coming years until they really, really are established. Obviously, the one thing I will have to do with these is protect them from wildlife. So rabbits, deer, hare in particular are going to go crazy for these, so I will be buying some plant protectors. I know, I think it was Jodie over on our Facebook group mentioned about these environmentally friendly protectors that go around, so I think I'm going to buy those. They should work out about £300, and then in the coming weeks we're going to get these up at the farm. So they're going to be here for a couple of weeks. I'm not going to do anything with them other than stand them outside, keep them moist. They mustn't dry out, but I don't want to keep them in the house. I need to keep them outside, let them just naturally drop all their leaves and things. They should be fine for a couple of weeks, and then we'll have to start our first planting project. So I've got a few more trees in this corner, and these ones that have been gifted to me from you guys and from a few local friends as well, and they're all starting to lose their leaves, and these will be big enough to go up to the farm as well, with all those little baby trees. But look at this rowan. Isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? And one of the plant packs, as I said, is a colour for all seasons pack, and it's got quite a lot of rowan in it. and they are green throughout the most of the year, but then they just turn this absolutely beautiful shade. And also when they're bigger, they'll have tons and tons of berries on them as well, so they're really, really good for wildlife. But it's just a stunning colour, and kind of loads of different shades within one plant as well as the leaves change, so a very nice plant to have. So thank you for tuning in and watching. I'm really, really excited about finally starting this project. It's been in sort of my mind for so many years, and we've not been in a position to get up and start this woodland. So over the next couple of months we can finally start to get all of these trees in, and then over the coming years I hope that I and you guys can see how this woodland is going to flourish and become a vital habitat for all kinds of creatures up at the farm, but also be useful for us as well, for my mind, to go and walk amongst it and see the images. So hopefully for mental health it'll be good, but also physically when some of these trees are bigger and we can cut them and actually use it for fuel. If you've liked the video, please, as always, hit that thumbs up button and consider subscribing. If you're over on Facebook, come and join us at Brimwood Farm's community group. But for now, I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to go and sort out these trees.